The key to financial freedom and great wealth is a person's ability or skill to convert earned income into passive income and/or portfolio income.
Well, for those who have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Chapter 1, the title says the rich don't work for money. And most people don't understand that because they've already been genetically programmed from parents and schools to go to school and get a job and work hard for money. Now, the harder you work for money, the poorer you get. And the reason for that is money was designed to steal our wealth. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing because it makes me richer. But like the yin and yang of life, everything has opposite sides.
We're diving into a topic that many of you have been asking about: how to generate a consistent $5,000 every month in dividend income. If you're looking for ways to secure your financial future through passive income, you're in the right place. The importance of dividend income. First, let's discuss why dividend income is an attractive way to build wealth. Dividend income offers financial stability, it's relatively passive, and it can serve as a reliable income stream, especially during market downturns.
So on one side, my poor dad's always saying, work hard, go to school, get a job, save money, and get out of debt. On the opposite side, the yang side, don't do that, So when I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it was about the opposites. That's all it was. And the rich don't work for money. The richest people in the world don't work for money. But the average person, that's not part of their consciousness. So you look at Steve Jobs. His paycheck was $1 a year.
Right, same with Bezos as well, right?
Yeah, they don't want money. So the reason I say and I do and I speak and I teach is kind of just the yin and the yang. You got to see the other side too. Because so many people, I don't know about here, but the economy is pretty bad in America, and they're rushing back to school.
1. Setting your dividend income goal. Before you start investing for dividend income, you need to set a clear goal. In this case, our goal is $5,000 per month. Knowing your target will guide your investment strategy. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it.
Gotta be stupid. School teaches you nothing about money. There's fewer and fewer jobs, and taxes are higher. Why would you do that? If you save money, you're taxed. You work hard, you're taxed. And you put your money in a retirement plan, you're taxed. That's not that intelligent, but that's what they teach you in school. So it's opposite. And that's why I come up on stage and I talk about the opposite, just to open your mind a bit.
You said that education is not putting stuff in, but pulling stuff out of your brain. I have a 10-year-old now, and I'm looking around London for her secondary education. I'm looking at all these schools, and then I hear what you say, and I'm thinking, are they going to teach her the wrong things? Should people not go to school, or should they go to school questioning what they're being taught?
Well, that's the most important thing. Question it. You see, if you just assume all schools are equal and all schools will do a good job, you're not doing a job as a parent. Obviously, you should question, and then ask yourself, what does my child like to learn? So if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, they're not learning what my poor dad, the Rich Dad taught me, excuse me. It's like, they don't want a job. Can you imagine being in high school? I grew up in the 60s going, but I don't want a job. They go, and it violates all the Puritan beliefs. You got to work hard, you got to be a tax-paying person, but I don't want to do that. And in most schools, that type of philosophy or thought is not allowed. I got spanked, scolded, thrown out of school for having what they call radical ideas.
2. Building a solid financial foundation. Before diving into the world of dividend stocks, ensure you have a solid financial foundation. Pay off high-interest debt, establish an emergency fund, and have a budget in place. This will provide a stable base for your investment journey. The more you learn, the more you earn. 3. Choosing the right dividend stocks. Now, let's discuss how to choose the right dividend stocks. Look for companies with a history of consistent dividend payments. Blue-chip stocks from stable industries often fit the bill. Consider factors like dividend yield, payout ratio, and dividend growth history. Blue-chip stocks are typically from large, established companies with a history of stable performance and dividends. Here are some examples: Apple Incorporated, AAPL, Microsoft Corporation, MSFT, The Coca-Cola Company, KO, Johnson & Johnson, J&J, Walmart Incorporated, WMT. Let's take an example of Apple. Let's assume we invested $1,000 for $2,000 every year until now we will acquire 400 shares of Apple and we will get around $1,000 dividend reward, and amazingly the 400 Apple share will worth $68,000 without doing anything, which is amazing. And in the case of Microsoft Corporation, MSFT, we invested $1,000 for $2,000 every year until now we will acquire around 350 shares and they will be worth around $1,04300 today. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die.
But again, I said Steve Jobs made $1 a year, Bezos $1 a year. I don't want a paycheck. And I'm not giving the answer. I'm just saying, why don't they want a paycheck? And that's when you start to learn. When you ask the question, you start to learn. And as a parent, you got to ask yourself, what are they going to teach my child?
Yeah.
You know, will they damage my child or will they educate my child? Education comes from the Greek word educe. Educe means to draw out of a person. But what schools too oftentimes do is they put in, not draw out.
So they're kind of giving her a subconscious message that you're doing all this training so you can work for someone someday, and you know, and buy a house. Right, okay. And buy a house that's not an asset, but a liability,
Yeah.
and work up these school loans, and then you pay them off. And it's almost, I don't know, I guess it's not a slave mentality, but it really is this.
It's a paycheck mentality.
Paycheck mentality.
Look at the other side. They say, don't get into debt. I'm in debt up to my eyeballs.
Right.
Yeah.
Because as a businessman, you want some leverage.
Well, there's good debt and bad debt. See, bad debt is debt I have to pay for. So my house, I have to pay for it. So it's bad debt. Mortgage is bad debt. At the same time, I have about $300 million in debt. But it's good debt because my tenants pay it off. I'm a landlord. So I'll say it again. So good debt is debt that somebody else pays off for me.
Right.
And so that was the lesson of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And the way my rich dad began teaching me when I was age 9 was just playing Monopoly. You know, 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel.
Love that game.
Yeah, today I own red hotels, you know. And I go back home, and my family, they're all school teachers. They say, oh, Robert, have you found a job yet? I go, no. Oh, too bad, too bad.
4. Diversification. Diversification is key to managing risk. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different sectors and industries to ensure a more stable income stream. 5. Patience and long-term perspective. Building a $5,000 per month dividend income stream takes time. It's a long-term game. Stay patient, stay consistent, and trust in the power of compounding. The real question is, are you spending your time on the right things? To sum it up, generating $5,000 every month in dividend income is achievable with the right strategy and a long-term perspective. It's about setting clear goals, choosing the right stocks, diversifying your portfolio, and staying disciplined. Remember, financial success is a journey, not a sprint. Thank you for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions or want more in-depth information on any of the topics we discussed today, leave a comment down below. And as always, stay financially savvy, and I'll see you in the next video.